Morning everybody. It's a day after my intensity day, my second intensity day in fact. It's week 1 out of week 3 of load. I trained 3 weeks load, 1 week easy. We almost completed week 1, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. We completed 2 intensity days, which I'm proud of. Yesterday we had a hard swim, a VO2 max swim, so to say, 5k easy run, and then the threshold ride, 4 times 15 minutes. And some learnings there. One thing I mentioned in yesterday videos already, but another one was for sure I can tell, again, fundamentals first before you go into anything like, or even before. I don't have that, but like, it's something you should consider. If you question your abilities, there could be something that you say, I'm just strong enough, which is one factor, 100%. Also with this set, it's for sure one. The more you do it, because I was now muscular-wise challenged after 4 times 15 minutes between 330 and 350 watts in aero yesterday. And this will make me stronger just by doing it and doing it and doing it, putting another brick in the wall. I'll obviously get stronger. This is just doing the reps in cycling, especially running as well. Swimming not so much because it's technique based, but no doubt, no matter how I do this set and measure, if I keep doing it like this, I'll get stronger. But I'm always looking, how can I improve the quality of the set? 2 things I mentioned yesterday already, but one thing overarching, again, fundamentals, look at hydration, not in that order. If you look in order, sleep, nutrition, calories, / and then hydration probably. Hydration actually quite important, especially with electrolytes. Just having enough, the simple stuff, potassium and all that in there. Not as easy as you think, so get that in. So today's training, we got Saturday now, a 3-hour ride with 90 minutes LT1. They're actually around normal leg day strips, but 270 watts of 90 minutes. My LT1 is between 270 and 300-ish. We measure actually on Tuesday, we're back in the lab, so a couple of days back in the lab doing a bike test. Take you guys with, of course. So that's a 3-hour ride and an easy 5k run off the bike. And that'll be it already today with training. Then later some self-massage, neck stretching, pistol ride tool, a bit of mobility work for tomorrow. But yeah, that'll be it for today. One thing I forgot to mention yesterday with the threshold actually. So the way this session works, because I sometimes thought, I don't feel this threshold gets me as much bang for buck as, for example, a session I did before where I did 6 times 6 minutes VO2 max on the bike, and I really pushed and I felt like muscular-wise, strength-wise, riding those at 410 watts, this makes me really strong, right? And this still makes me strong, but one thing I always forget, also even yesterday in the video, it's so easy to forget, the way my mentor and me set up my plan, that this threshold session actually goes with relation to the other bike sessions, so the load especially. So I shouldn't come out like this with a load that I had in the VO2 before, because this yesterday threshold session goes hand in hand with today, where it's not just a 3-hour easy ride, just clocking volume, we're putting some quality in there. So put the LT1 and work in there, that to extend each block a little bit more, that it doesn't tax you, that it doesn't feel taxing, right? So those go together in load. Yeah. Anyways, that'll be my training today. I look forward to taking you guys with. Eating more, that's a big one for me. Definitely eating more. And I started that yesterday evening already. I felt, gotta eat more, very simple. Gotta put calories in. And I went and I got big bar of chocolate. 1 bar of chocolate has actually then 100 grams of carbs as well, and calories obviously. But then I also got a bag with some kind of coated nuts with chocolate and all that, 8 those, and a big bowl of dinner with huge carbs and a lot of it. And this morning, I backed up again. First, all the women out there, happy Women's Day, congratulations, let's go, women power. I got some flowers for the wifey, and also I got croissants, calories, choco croissant as well, calories, and next to it my normal. So what I had for breakfast now was actually One croissant with some Nutella, then another choco croissant, some grapes, just I felt like it, a glass of orange juice for carbs and vitamins, 2 coffees anyways, but then 2 toasts with peanut butter and 1 banana on. So I really upped the breakfast for sure, because calories are king. I was just thinking, you know, if I would have done yesterday rides, for example, in a fresh state, yeah, no doubt I could have done 350. But even now thinking, if I would have eaten more, like really double down on calories more, I think the ride would have been better. So afterwards, you're always smarter. Next week, which I'll do the ride again, I'm gonna be riding better because I'm gonna be eating better and make the adjustment to the gym training, as I said, lower the squats, weight from 70 to 50 kilos, just to make sure, and then we see how we perform next week. But I'll see you guys soon on the bike. A little interruption before we actually hop on the bike. As you guys see, it's beautiful weather. It's 8 degrees Celsius, what is it, 45 Fahrenheit, meaning it's beach time. It's classic beach weather in Finland now. So we're gonna head to the sea, to the coast. Got some beautiful beach there. Really amazing place where I live, so happy. And yeah, we're gonna obviously go swimming because the water is, yeah, only, what is it? It's not even frozen. So it's obviously, we got our swim trunks with, and we're gonna jump in and get some sunshine in, break up the day, because, you know, it's actually not getting so dark so early anymore. It's now 7 p.m. or something, it's dark, so it's not, the winter is almost over. We had a really mild winter in Finland this year, which is awesome. Mainly matters for, you know, when you have a look at the ground for running, right? Because that really gets you. I mean, cycling indoors is one, swimming indoors is one, but if you also have to run indoors, I mean, we got this beautiful 400 meter indoor track, which is pretty damn hard. It's not a classic one, it's a hard one, it's literally concrete. Better than treadmill, but that really gets you, that combo. So that combo, if you can just run outside, because of mainly ice, right? Because it's really icy. They do everything they can. As you see, you have gravel from like months and months of putting gravel to it because of the ice. But when it's really icy, like literally 10 centimeter ice everywhere, and it's uneven. It's like a frozen lake, but uneven. You can barely go to the supermarket. Like, I'm not kidding. Forget running, forget it. So you can put the spikes on, but they really ruin your calves. They completely take the cushioning out of the shoes, so you can't do that, not even for easy runs. I noticed, so that's out the window. But luckily we had a great winter and spring is coming. What is it, 8th of March now? Is it 8th? Yeah. 8th, yeah. So off to the sea, jump in. I'll show you guys how it looks there.
The day of Matti.
Alright, let's get out of there. There we go, see in the back. Alright, tons of people swimming. It's clearly swim weather. Like I said, it's only 8 Celsius. Almost 50 Fahrenheit, come on, I mean, this is clearly beach weather. Ignore the ice on the water there, that doesn't mean anything. So we're almost there. Look, it's packed. It's beach season in Finland. Check it out. Man, it's Russia, I'm telling you. Beautiful. Peaceful. Love my beach. Matti beach. When I moved here, no joke, I didn't get finished so well yet, I didn't make the link. Matti, that's the town I live in, little sub-part of Espoo, basically Helsinki. Not quite. If you're local, you know Espoo is Espoo. But Matti means Matti's village. Not even a joke. Like, how many signs more do you want that you gotta be here? So here, as you see, there might have been a bit ice, but some duckies. See, everybody's going in already. Gonna wait for wifey, and then he goes under. He went head under. Okay, maybe I'm not doing that, but we're definitely going in. But this is also the coastline I do all my runs along. We got perfect pathing right along there. One of my favorite swims ever, probably, to be honest, was going here and there in the back. It's like there's two islands. There's actually a bay that goes in there, but you can barely see it. But anyways, just about there is an edge. That's literally the most beautiful spot I've ever been in. You're so nature bound. Just with a wetsuit I swam there and I actually made a loop around here. There's not too much boat traffic at all. It's really safe. But there's algae, and there I made a loop. There's tons of islands here. You can swim around endless. We do that in the summer and take you guys with. But here, there's this stone edge, literally on the side of a stone, and I could just sit in the water, like until my hips, let's say, and legs dangling in the water, and you're just sitting in the sea, literally sitting in the sea in the ocean. Just me there, super safe, no sharks or anything like that, you know. Insane. So my favorite spot of whole 2024 in my home area. So I'm gonna go there again. Houston, we're going under. Wifey says she doesn't want to go in here because the water's bubbling. Because if you're a cold water specialist, you know moving water, I mean they do it because it doesn't freeze, but it makes it 10 times worse. So if you're in cold water and you're still, I checked that actually, you kind of develop this layer around the skin so it's easier. But next time you're in cold water, try to move around, move your arms, 10 times harder. So we're doing this quick and dirty until here for sure only. And oh, I don't got the booties. You got the neoprene booties, you devil. All right, quick and dirty. Just a little freshen up. Ready for my 3-hour ride. Nice. Well, this is sunshine. Wifey's jumping in. Can do a little bit of this. Alright, this is maybe not the best idea. She's about to die there. No, not die. Can't do so much dangling feet here because tomorrow we'll be back here at the coast. Actually, we'll have our beautiful, can't wait, 36k long run, but that's tomorrow. And yeah, before I swim in the morning, take you guys with as well. But we're just gonna enjoy this now, have some lunch, chill, relax. You know, there are no awards given to what time of day you train at all. That's something I struggled with, to be honest, when I left the job and all that. There's something like you kind of first you feel like worthless, basically. You like have time and, you know, train your best, and like I tried all the rhythms, right? So I really found this thing, because you need to keep one thing though, is you need to keep the biorhythm for sleep quality. So if that one breaks, the quality of sleep goes down, everything. And you need to keep your meal timing. Those are the things that matter. But the mental, physical recovery in between, like now, for example, I have the 3-hour ride later and the run off, but it doesn't matter if I started at 3 p.m. Doesn't matter at all. It's still only 7 p.m. I keep the times in between. We just do our lunch here and do all this. My whole day changes. If I do the session now first, for example, and it's afternoon, this whole space of day is kind of gone, right? And we wouldn't have done it in the afternoon. So yeah, really learning for sure. It took me a long time of learning to kind of figure this way with this new way of life, right? Because it's just you, other people at work. When your wife is at work, you're at home. It's really tricky in the beginning, especially when you're alone. You're not like in a performance environment in a team or something. So it took me a while to find my blueprint there as well, but I got it now. All right, gang, we're getting ready for our ride. We had a beautiful lunch, reset, and started everything later. That might be a good idea for you sometimes as well, because when I think back at when I was working, I don't think I did that so much. When you have a ride that's, you know, if you have a long ride that's, let's say, 5 hours, I mean, then you can really start later. But otherwise, maybe, you know, if you break up the morning, because we're so used to, you know, when you're working during the week, it's such a hassle always to combine everything, and you almost in the weekend stay into this rhythm, like to have to and quick and go. But in the weekend, when you think about it, most likely, unless you have family and stuff, anything going on, but if you have nothing planned, you don't have to start in the morning. You can, it's probably really good for you if you break it up, like for me today. If you break it up and get out of the rhythm a bit, do something really relaxing outside the sport before, because otherwise, that's why, for example, I had a lot of people that stood on the podium on me, next to me, or like in an age group and even without, they all quit. They all quit the sport. And most likely because they all lost the passion, right? And how do you lose the passion? Is when you chase only goals and times, and suddenly before you notice, you wake up after a certain time and like, I don't really like the sport anymore. I don't really enjoy it. Because you always see it like an additional job on top. I mean, yes, triathlon especially is tricky, right? It's 3 sports. It's always quite a big demand, to be honest. But you gotta always make it fun. So same for me, if not even more for me, because I do it more. But to be honest, I'm a bit of. We just talked with my wife about it. It's pretty funny. How's it even possible that I always loved the sport? 13 years straight since my wife knows me. It's almost like, yeah. Anyways, I found this passion. Maybe not everybody has it to this extreme, which is totally okay. But like, protect your passion a bit, right? Protect it a bit with breaking it up, making it fun. And if the plan isn't fun and fits your goals and fits what you want to do, change the plan. It's a made up plan. It's made up by someone. It's not God given, sent down. This is your path for life. It's not that, right? So don't treat it as much. Don't treat it as another, 9-to-5 work job. It shouldn't be that. It should be always enriching your life. Always. Also for me, for sure. So I have my goals, but I have to enjoy it. If I don't enjoy it, then it's not a good idea. So let's had some coffee. Now we're going on a bike. So 3 hours of cycling. I got 60 grams an hour. Just spot drink here, and here, and an extra bottle of water. I will actually have another bar there as well if I should get some kind of hunger. And yeah, then we'll be riding here, enjoying it. And also what I do to minimize resistance, some of you guys might also do it. So this is a reminder to always do definitely don't want to do the core mobility exercise before each run, to have the best possible run mechanics. And then have my little puddle of run off the bike stuff here, so you don't, as little resistance as possible, right? So you just go straight on, don't have to second guess anything. All right, let's do it. All right, we are almost 45 minutes in. That was a bit of a, 35 minutes, 220 watts, nothing major, now a bit of a ramp. And soon starts the 90 minutes, 270 watts. In aero position, most of it, all of it probably, and enjoy it, watch a bit of YouTube and just have fun. Really notice, actually proud of myself now, because when you're in a situation, when you're in it, you don't question your state, like fatigue. Yesterday with threshold, right? But now I can tell, you've been pretty tired. So if you can do that in these states, well done. But again, I want to increase the quality of the session, so you're always going to be worked obviously in a session, but you want to be obviously as fit as possible, as fresh as possible for the key sessions, because that's where you move the needles. Yep. So we're going to be going into the 270 watts. Can crank it up right now. Whoopa! And then start the timer in a minute there. And 90 minutes, almost. And I check back in a bit. We are 36 minutes in and 270 watts. Even if you look at it, it looks like spinning in your position, which it's kind of cool to think, because just for reference for you guys, in 2017, I qualified at IRONMAN Florida as an age grouper with a 260 normalized power, 443 bike ride. I qualified for Kona, second place in my age group then. I think it was 906 was my PB then. Non-carbon shoes, not much knowledge about carbs and all that stuff. And had a really good run as well. Cramped in the end, about 317 in the heat. I think it was back then fastest from the age group or something, which wasn't a fast day, it was very hot. And yeah, anyways, so it's just cool to see the progress, right? Also for you guys, I guess it's always good. Because yeah, so the idea is obviously we're getting closer to the season now, meaning, you have to close the gap. So further out we were working in higher limits, so the upper end, and had the other rides a bit easier. Now we're slowly closing the gap with some threshold work and LT1. Slowly introducing a bit more, but not too early. Yeah, we'll be in the lab next Tuesday. Now it's Saturday, so quite soon. And yeah, look forward to that. We'll be back in a little bit, enjoying this ride. We are 2 hours in almost in our ride here, watching a bit of Lucy Charles when she had her win, and of course got the Kona towel here, and now it's the Kona Dream Alive. Absolutely amazing, loving it. And yeah, really cool to see, for example, with her perseverance. If you don't follow the sport, Lucy Charles Barkley, she won the Ironman World Championship in Kona 2022, and she had a really good race on the first time there already, 2017, and it took her 5 years to win that beast, and got second several times, never quit, and deserved champion. Really cool. And although I'm physically, of course, a bit out from winning that race, it's gonna take a bit of work, but I will never quit, and I'm certain I will win this race at some point. Can't wait for that, but that's just one of the milestones. The North Star, obviously, as you can see right there, that's me winning. It's gonna take a bit of work and time and patience, but I know I can do it. So don't know when, don't know how the road is gonna be until then, but it's gonna be all here on this screen, and we're gonna experience it together. Can't wait. But yes, all I know is gonna happen. Deep in my gut. Isn't it weird? As I see, we're almost done. Feeling really good. The idea is anyways to get this to, 3 hours of this before we go actually in volume up. There would have been two approaches. Either we make this ride longer and keep intensity lower, which to be honest I've done since the beginning. I could do 220 watts for the last 10 years. It's not much of a stimulus, to be honest, but more stimulus and better. 3 hours first, getting this instead of duration. Anyways, I'm killing my bank account here, as you guys see, with some lactate strips. I got 2 of them now, so 50. I don't test all the time, not this, but I need some of them for sure. So yeah. All right, we are all done. 3 hours, 250 normalized. Felt good, was fun, bit of Vici, feeling really good. Now getting ready for my run. But first the mat of doom is waiting, some core, some mobility. Not too long, and then we out on the run. All right, core mobility is done. Just getting my shoes on. I'm actually always going downstairs, and then on each floor I do kind of the warm-up and other stuff. As I said, some more thorough warm-up drills, mobility, opening up. Very, very important, and feels super good. After that, some activation. As I said, mechanics in running is equally important, I would say. I treat it equally important as in swimming. That's why also East Swim has a quite extensive dryland warm-up. More if I feel there's any cycling running tightness in, which often is. And so that's that. All the things, they're just standard now, but I have a long list of things I do outside the actual training that I believe will add up. So let's get out. Nice 5K run. Right, we are out and about. Feeling good, really good energy, good legs. This day was absolutely amazing. Happy I could take you guys along, see a bit how Finland works. Really beautiful, feels so recharged, feels so good. One more goodie is coming. Saturday night means it's pizza night. It's always self-made pizza. Probably to get 2 or 3 down of those beasts That's the day where I really always have the high calorie day. I have 2 high carb nights and might up that actually now. We'll see how it goes. But Saturday is calorie night and yeah, that is pizza night. Because tomorrow morning there's a big swim waiting for me. Attempted murder, one could call, from a swim coach. I can't wait for it. Really big challenge. It's a 5K swim set, sweat as well. But it's we're visiting Mr. Bucket. Mr. Bucket. Some of you guys know, some don't, but you will see tomorrow. Mr. Bucket. In the last block, I swam 25 kilograms. Mr. Bucket will go to 27.5 kilograms each week now, 2.5 kilograms more. And one set is with pedals. And there, the math is apparently in swimming. Swim coach said that you add 10 kilograms on. So 35 kilograms with Mr. Bucket and pedals. That's just a warm up. Then comes a real naughty 2,000 meters straight. And we are not hanging around zone 3 to zone 4 in there. And then another 1,000 in the end with the target of swimming the last 200 of that 1,000 in under 2:15, which I'm gonna do absolutely everything that I can hit that. And in order to hit that, I need a minimum of 3 self-made pizzas tonight, guaranteed. Afternoon tomorrow, 36k long run, zone 2, along the coast. Maybe somewhere else actually, I'm a bit bored of the coast route. But as you see, it's perfect to run here. No snow, no ice, no nothing. But keep that in zone 2. Goal, I did always 145 heart rate so far. But as some of you guys know, my LT1 aerobic threshold is 167. And 145 is simply a very low percentage in my zone 2. And I need to get it slowly a bit closer to my actual LT1, which will be Ironman race pace. So yeah, I hope I can get it more towards 150 without a big effort increase. That would be great, but important. Not push too early, it's still week 1 of load. And last time I did a few of 33k, so now we're building to 36k. So already that's 3k more as a new stimulus. So patience, and only 2 sessions tomorrow. So I'll continue to enjoy this run here, and I hope you guys are well. See you tomorrow.
1, 2, 3.